Gelato. Like this. Gelato. They know what time it is when they hear that. Gelato.
Good morning, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and please comment if you can. It's very important when you get up in the morning time to make sure that you give somebody else a good morning. That means, however you start your morning off, most likely that's how your whole day is going to go. So it's very important that you help somebody else have a productive morning. Now, I'm not a fan, y'all, okay, of people who don't look out for their people. And we got plenty of people out there that don't look out for their people. If you're a manager, supervisor, head lead, head supervisor, if you're a head manager, even a GM, a general manager, it's very important that you look out for your people. What I mean by that? Yesterday, I went to Chick-fil-A. I took my daughter to Chick-fil-A. She wanted to get some Chick-fil-A. And we probably had like 4 different meals in the bag. So when we got to the window, we had to pay with our card. So my daughter asked the young lady to the window, can I please have 8 Polynesian sauce? And she said, oh my God, I'm only allowed to get 5. And y'all, you know it was hot yesterday. It was sweaty. It was sticky. I hate leaving out when it's hot. Because as soon as I get back in the house, I normally scrape my clothes off and take a shower. I don't like when it's too hot. I love hot and cold, but I don't like it when it's sticky, okay? So when a young lady been like, oh my God, we only allowed to give only 5. It's like it was killing her to give her an extra 3, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and pay for an extra 3 Polynesian sauce, baby. It's not that serious, okay? I said, well, how much it costs? You don't pay for it. I said, what's the problem? Then throw the Polynesian sauce in the bag. So my daughter in the back seat, Mama, please, Mama. I said, no, it's not about that, sweetie. Okay. People dropping like flies. And while she's sitting here wearing a Polynesian sauce, are people dropping like flies around here? That's a crying shame. And I said, not only that, she not even buying it. A lot of these companies owe me and you. So what you talking about? So anyway, she give us the extra 3 Polynesian sauce. If y'all work at these restaurants, stop hassling these people over things that don't belong to y'all. You're not paying for it. You're on a job because any given day they can fire you behind. Any job can fire you. I hate when people work on these jobs and y'all be acting like y'all run the company. Stop it. By all means, if you can help anybody, help them. Don't y'all know they got people out there who is starving? Y'all got people out there on the streets can't afford to get fast food. Some of y'all company, did y'all ever decided to do a good deed? Let's invite all the people who is homeless inside of my McDonald's or my Wendy's or my Burger King or my Chick-fil-A, whatever fast food you got, and say, you know what, we're going to feed them. Today is homeless people free day. They should have a free day for homeless people. Call homeless people free day, where you feed the homeless, get it exempt off your taxes, and stop acting like, hold on 1 minute. Stop acting like you're paying for this stuff. And even if you're paying for it, be a help to somebody else. That's how the Most High blesses people, is when you bless other people. Not people in your family, not somebody because they're a good friend, not somebody because they're in your circle, not somebody because they come to your house, but overall, a stranger. Give back. You wouldn't even have the company you had if it wasn't for the people. Especially Chick-fil-A. You claim to be an all-Christian And you telling me you can't give back to the people? Make that make sense. It doesn't. I'm sick and tired of that. Some of y'all up in these Department of Local Services, help these people. If they need food, get these people food in their house. Stop acting like this stuff belongs to you, because it ain't. Some of y'all don't even have no kids and got such a nasty attitude. Help people. Help your people out. Some of y'all didn't get in these positions just to get in a position. No, y'all was designed to be in a position you at to help other people. The more people I come in contact with y'all and I communicate and I talk to them, they do better. They lean to doing the right thing. And we need to spread this out to even more people to do the right thing. Stop running, telling everything. And don't you know what I'm saying to you right now, you should be saying to somebody else? Then a lot of people start lining up doing the right thing. Stop being selfish. Do the right thing. Stop it. I just hate it when people do that, man. Get in a position, you don't change. You start acting funny. You don't even act the same no more. Started doing something real good, you just started changing up on the people. Nobody can't tell you nothing. Because if I'm sitting here literally talking about it, I'm pretty sure it's somebody out there who feeling the same exact way. But it's hard for them to express themselves. Three weeks ago, I called a couple restaurants, even some of the, well, first let me say this. I called a couple restaurants that I used to like going to, and I don't go to no more because of the food is not cooked properly. And what I mean by the food not cooked properly, if I'm eating through some meat, and that meat feel tough to eat, it's not big or it's not cooked properly. See, I'm not like the average person that's going to just sit around and not say anything, because I want people business to grow. I want everybody business to grow. So it's very important then to sit and talk about a company while you and your family don't go to a company no more to eat. They losing revenue. Tell them. If that food is nasty, if the meat not cooked properly, if they're too high and you can't afford it, because I'm pretty sure if other people feel in the same exact way, let them know. And I let them know, like, look, the type of meat you cook supposed to be falling off the bone. You're not supposed to be hard. Some of y'all running in these restaurants want to cook food, cooking people food, don't know what the heck y'all doing. Don't even know what you're doing. It's always the one who don't know what they're doing, always be the one who want to run in somebody's kitchen. If you know you don't be feeding a lot of people like that, stay at these restaurants, find another job. Stop trying to run up in the kitchen or telling Grandma Hattie how to cook something, and you don't even have a clue how to cook it yourself. But she do. She was cooking that for years. She trying to teach you, but you think you know everything. Got the restaurant food tasting nasty. Some of y'all go up in these restaurants because you sit and watch your grandma cook. You ain't never pick up a spoon a day in your life to understand how to make biscuits. You could cook biscuit, persist on 2 ingredients. Well, I'm gonna say 3. Flour, buttermilk, and butter will make you some good homemade biscuit. And you could sprinkle a little bit of sugar in the batter if you choose to. Some of y'all need to stop that, man. If y'all got any family member who is this way and like to run up and cook things, even on the grill, summertime coming, tell these people to stand down. Stand down. Let the people who've been doing this for years go on the full front and fight the battle, putting the food on the grill and making it taste like something. I'm telling you, I'm coming through this summer. And if I come through this summer and I see some of y'all running up on this grill and y'all want to sell these food to the people, if it's nasty, before I leave, I'm going to tell you the food is nasty. So you better stand down, because if you can't cook, you better leave it alone. How much? Find out for me. If you don't know how to cook, you better stand down. And I promise you, I'm going to embarrass you. Some of y'all cooking these food got plate for almost $30, $20, and you ain't got a god doggone thing on this goddamn menu to feed nobody. Imagine you cooking a big pot of food, y'all, and you say, you know, I'm gonna do a menu this week. I'm gonna sell me some dinners, fine and dandy. You know, god doggone well, when you whip that food up, you probably paid no more than $80, $90, let's say $90 the max. And some people just greedy just to be greedy. And you selling the food $20 a plate. You already made your money back by 4 the plate you done sold. Why are you selling this food for $20 or $30 and you don't really have nothing on the plate? Now I can see if you cooking something and you got a whole menu like a buffet of things on the plate, like Thanksgiving Day. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but let's use that for an example. Okay, this pagan holiday. You got a menu of things that people cook on Thanksgiving. I can see if it's something like that. But when you're cooking 3, 4, stretching it, all depends on what you're cooking, and you selling it for $20 or $30, how about you sit your behind down, go back home, think about what you're going to cook, and then come back and present it to the people. Stop trying to make money just to make money. There are people out there who are just trying to make money just to make money. It's not about that. When you're making money, you're doing it from the love of your heart. Do it from the love of your heart. I'm just so sick of y'all calling yourself, you know how to cook in the food. You nasty as hell. And I love to eat. Stop it. Tired of it. I am tired of it, y'all. Sometimes you need to go out and ask the people what kind of food you like. If you live in the Pacific area, because every area is different. Every community is different. I like my food well done, but you can find different races like their food. Some people call it not cooked all the way. Some people call it half done. Some people call it medium rare. Find out what the people like. Stop just going up there and you serving a community of people, but then yet you serving a community of people by what you think is not what you think all the time. Go out and talk to the people. Find out what they like. Take you a pen and pad and write it down. And if you got more people betting on the same exact thing, that's what you need to cook. And if some of them confused on what to cook, get them an idea. Get them a menu. Go ahead and have a menu printed out with a lot of things on this menu. It could be a stranger you going up to. You send your kids, somebody older with a child. Hand the menu out and ask, can you please check off different things that you know, if you had a choice, what you would buy if this food is being sold and cooked. And they're going to check it off. When you get home, have you and your kids or the family write down what got the most, check and cook that on the menu. It's a lot of ways you can make money. You could do like a fish fry when the sun go down. Go to these local salons or these beauty shop, ask them, is it okay if I do a fish fry outside? Get them a couple bucks and keep it moving. Give back to your community in a good way. If you know how to cook, by all means, this message is not for you. But seriously, find out what your community like. Find out if people want it medium rare, well done, however the case may go. If you got more answer, when you cooking meat, it's best to have some well done and medium rare. Because everybody don't eat the food well done. Okay? It's getting too hot, y'all. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It's getting too hot. Every time it get hot, it's a bunch of mess but the flare up. Going in these gas stations, people act they can't even open their mouth and speak like you did them something. Like literally like you did them something. When y'all work in these companies and you know you're not in the area where you not around other, right? Not excluded off. But if you work in a place where you can be touched or other people working around you, working in a gas station, in any type of store, because you know a lot of places getting robbed, right? Stop want to work in these people company and your attitude is nasty. You know why I'm saying this? You can be touched. You got to sit and think. When you look at that door each and every day you're on your job, there are crazy people out there who actually run up in your job with a gun. That's why it's so important to have manners. Because when you got manners, maybe I'm not saying it is right, but they can remember you and say, you know what? That's a nice lady. But when you being nasty and somebody running up on your job to take your head off, and they remember that old nasty behind woman, I ain't forget her. There are people out there that's like that. When you are a hairstylist, a barber, working in a grocery store, working in the corner store, at a gas station, whatever you want to call it, fast food, whatever you want to call it, where you can be touched, you better start respecting them people with that nasty attitude coming to work every day. You need to be on somebody's company job where you far in the back, where you ain't got to work around the public. Like how people say about elephants. Elephants got an excellent memory. You beat on that elephant, you treat that elephant bad, that elephant gonna remember who you are. I don't care if it's a couple months from now, the elephant gonna remember you. That's how some people is. Their brain don't forget nothing. Nothing. So make sure, treat the people good. Take that mess home. I don't believe in, I had me a rough day at home, or my husband and wife pissed me off, carrying that mess on your job. Keep that foolishness home. Some of y'all leave your job, come home, bring that mess into your home, what's going on in your job. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody want to hear about what's going on in your job. And if you're doing this type thing, you need to repent and pray and get that out of your spirit. When I used to leave my job, that's dead and gone. I'm not bringing that mess in my house. I don't even want to hear about what's going on in the job. Not let alone talk about it. Some of y'all running y'all made crazy about what's going on in that job. It's like, you ever seen people where they had drama? Some people not all have drama in their life. Then you got another set of people who always talk about their job all their life since their first job they had. They bring it home. Let me tell you what happened today. You don't know them damn people. You gotta tell people, I don't want to hear that today. I don't know none of them damn people. Pray and get that out of your system. Them type things like that can weigh you down. They can weigh you down. So what you gonna do? Either you're gonna deal with it, you gonna ignore it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with it? And I'm gonna say it for some of y'all, if y'all are wrong anybody, right? Y'all communicating, you got a good, you say that's your friend, y'all supposed to be loving each other. Be a listening ear sometime and respond. Because I'm going to tell you something. Sooner or later, that friend you say your friend is going to pick it up. Discernment is important to have. Because when you're wrong somebody, I'm a listening ear when it comes to people. Because if I'm going to be your friend, I'm going to be a good friend. But if I see I can't get the same out in return, my spirit get kind of vexed from it and I kind of back away. That's just me. I don't want to sit and hear somebody 24/7. Any given day they want to talk to me, I'm here to listen. But when I'm going through something, I don't have a listening ear in return. I'm just like, good for you, girl. And if I'm saying that, you gonna be thinking, I just tell you that nigga went upside my head and you gonna tell me good for me? I know you're not paying attention. You must be think I'm a fool. I'm not dealing with you. That's why it's so important for you to open up. If you call yourself a friend to somebody, you communicate, and if they don't get it and they continue to do the same thing, not be a shoulder to lean on, then you just gotta walk away from that. Some people were born to be selfish. It's only their need, their problem, what they're going through, and that's that. But the minute you got something going on, I don't care if it's 10 years old. If somebody giving you something, give the same thing back in return. It ain't no such thing. Oh, you gonna be all right, girl. And you ain't got nothing to say. Not like that, never. And then when you say something, it's something very shabby, a 2-letter word. I mean, so y'all need to stop going to people if you know you're not that lending ear back. Be a lending ear back. The same, if I'm responding to you in the rightful manner, how about you respond back to me in the rightful manner? Vice versa. That's how it go. Some of y'all sit there and call y'all friends and dragging them mentally down, spiritually down, dragging them down. It's always you, your problems on you, what you go through. Nobody else go through anything. And how I know for a fact, when you communicate with somebody and you talking it up, and they get real quiet, they don't have nothing to say, but you got so much response back to them when they talking to you, then it's time for you to give a deaf ear. Don't let nobody drag you spiritually to the ground. And that's what I mean. Some people will literally drain you of your energy that the Most High allowed you to have. And don't let nobody do that. It's so important. Don't let nobody do that. When you see you can't get nowhere with somebody, keep your mouth shut. And just keep it moving. They'll figure it out sooner or later. So y'all, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you can. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.